Ohio by Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, 4 legends. Super easy beginner song at its core, but we're also going to show you how to play some fun, exciting riffs over top. This song has a little something for every level. If you like this kind of content, make sure you hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a lesson. Printable tabs for this tutorial and all our tutorial by becoming a Patreon. You will see links up in the notes, links to the specific tab pinned in the first comment of the comment section, along with some timestamps to jump to the part that you're learning. Additional links in the description, including my email if you want some one-on-one lessons, as well as Facebook, Instagram, and that stuff. Ready to rock it out? Go ahead and grab your ukulele. Brain and attention span. Once you have those 3 things, follow me on in and let's do this one for Ohio. Our first chord is a D minor. 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret, open. D minor. Then we remove our ring finger and we have an F. 2nd fret, open, 1st fret, open. F major. Now with the riffs, if you like the sound, you could actually play an F add 9, where you remove your middle finger and play open, open, 1st fret, open. This is what's called an F add 9. We also need a C chord. And if you like the sound, you could get your pointer finger on the 2nd fret and make it a C add 9. Because this whole time, what they're doing is they're playing in double drop D, meaning every E string on the guitar is tuned down to D. So there's a lot of D notes throughout the entire song. The only other chord we need is a G minor, which is open, 2, 3, 1, the G minor chord. And those are all the chords we need to play this classic tune. Let's go ahead and break down our strum pattern. We're going to break this down as an easy beginner song first. If this part's really easy for you, feel free to use those timestamps pinned in the first comment to skip to the parts you want to learn. The verse. The progression is 2 beats of D minor, 1 of F, or F add 9 if you like that sound, and 1 of C, or C add 9 if you like that sound. We're going to be using D minor, F, and C to keep it even more beginner friendly. So you have 2 beats, 1 beat, 1 beat at 78 beats per minute. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tin soldiers and Nixon's calling. We're finally on our own. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so let's add a strum pattern to that. So for a strum pattern, over the D minor, we're going to go down, 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 up. And that second half of that down, down, up, is the same rhythm we're going to do over the F. Down, down, up, and then C, down, down, up. So really slowly, we get down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And that's the strum pattern for the entire chorus. So why don't we put the lyrics up and sing through the chorus together? This would also be the progression that you would play throughout the introduction as well. Then you do the riffs over the top of that, which we're going to take a look at the end. Let's go ahead and treat it though as the chorus right now and sing through the first chorus together. Tin soldiers and Nixon's coming. We're finally on our own. This summer I hear the drumming for dead in Ohio. And that is the chorus. They're really singing really, really high. They're singing around this F note. Ooh, 10 soldiers and Nixon's coming. We're finally on our own. This summer I hear the drumming for dead in Ohio. It's really hard for me to sing that high. If you can sing that high, more props to you, but I would sing it a whole octave lower. 10 soldiers and Nixon's coming. We're finally on our own. This summer I hear the drumming for dead in Ohio. So keep that in mind. If you struggle, if you have a male voice and you struggle getting up there, hanging out around that F note, you could try to sing it a whole octave lower. That's going to work too. So that is the intro and that is the chorus. It's also the la 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 part. You would play the same strum progression. So the only other piece you need is the verse. And the verse is just G minor for a whole measure this time. So you're actually going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 to a C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the strum pattern that we're going to add to that is basically what we do over the D minor, but it would happen 2 times for each chord. So it's like down, 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 up, 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 down, down, up, down, 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 up, boom. So the same thing we're doing over the D minor, just 2 times for each chord. In the verse, that would happen 4 times. So let's put the lyrics up and go ahead and play through the verse together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You go back into the other progression. That part's also really, really high. And one thing when you're learning to sing it, you should know that a lot of times they're not coming in on the 1. There's a lot of strumming and then coming in on the and or the 2 after that. So really listen to the song and play along with it to get the timing of the lyrics and the melody right. So that's the song. That's the entire beginner version. You can just jam through the whole thing like that. The D, F, C would be the intro, the la-las and the chorus, and the outro as well, the For Dead in Ohio. And then the verse is the G minor to C. So with that, you got the whole song. Let's take a look at adding some riffs and adding some spice to this now. Okay, so the intro riff. There's actually 2 of them playing, and this one comes in after you've played the other one 3 times, but it's a lot easier, so we're going to learn this one first. It sounds like this. Okay, so we're going to start off 2nd fret of the C string, which is a D note. Then we play the 5th fret with our pinky of the A, which is also a D note. These are what's known as an octave. So you play the 2nd fret, 5th fret, then back to the 2nd fret. And that's 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Then the next part is what you play over the F chord. You basically make that F add 9, and then you pinch the 1st fret of the E with your index and the A with your middle finger. Then your ring finger will come grab the 3rd fret of the A, and your thumb will play the open G. 3 and. Then C, open C string, open G string. So really slow, you get 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. And then the 2nd measure, you can see that up to the 4th beat, everything's the same. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and but we're going to add an open C and a hammer to the 2nd fret. So we get 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and we put those 2 together, and let's count it out. Let's play it nice and slow and count it out. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 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 all right. Let's hear what this riff sounds like with the low G. Nice. All right, let's learn the harder riff. The harder riff sounds like this. Okay, so it's just because we have a 16th in here over our D minor that makes it a little trickier. We start off 2nd fret, and then we're going to play the open G and hammer on the 2nd fret. So we get 1 and 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2. And then we're going to play the 5th fret of the E string and the 5th fret of the A string. If it's just too tricky to get that 5th fret of the E string in, that's okay. You could play just the A string because that's the more important note. So you get 1 and a 2 E, 2 E and. Play the 2, play just the 5th fret, and then we're going to play the 5th fret of the A and the open G at the same time on the and then pull to the 2nd fret here, this B note. So you get 2 E and a, 2 E and a, boom, right to that F add 9. Really slowly. 2 E and a 3. Over the F add 9, it's the same thing we did earlier. Oops. That's what we did. So you get 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and. Then over the C, 4 and. Open C, open G. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and. Let's do it really slow. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and. The second time through, it's the same thing, but we don't play that G, we just let that C ring out. So we get 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and 4. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 E. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and 4. Alright, so you would actually play that 3 times and then you would play it again with the other riff going. So really that's up to you. If you're only playing one ukulele, you could play the harder riff and then the easier one. You could only do the easier one. You could only do the harder one. That's really up to you. There's 3 guitars going on here, so you really have to focus on when you're playing and listening. The harder riff with the low G. Very, very cool. At the end of all of this, there's actually a quick little like 4-bar solo before the very first verse. So let's go ahead and take a look at that 4-bar solo. Okay, so I have an electric ukulele here. You can play this with any ukulele. It doesn't matter. There is one low A note. So if you have a high G, it's going to jump up there, but that's fine. Okay, so we're going to start off here, and we're going to play the 5 hammer 7 on the C string, and then we're going to slide 7 to 9. Then we're going to hammer 8 to 10 on the E, and 7 to 8 on the A. Okay, and then from there, we're going to slide up 8 to 10, middle finger. And then we get to the 10, we're going to hit it again and give it some vibrato. So really slow, we get. Okay, from there, I like to switch to my ring finger because I'm going to slide 10 to 12, play 12 again, to 10, 8, 7, then I'm going to go down to 5, all the way down to 3, hammer back up to 5, and then 5 again. So these two measures, nice and slow. Really cool. Next 2 measures, we bring them up, and this is the solo that happens, or the riff that's happening right before the very first verse. Comes up, you rest on the 1, and then you do this little like muted note on the A. And I'm just have my fingers on the A string and I'm plucking it. Then I drop down to the 3rd fret and play it 2 times. 2 and. And there's this cool riff here where I'm going 3 5 1 3 5 1, 3rd fret of the E, 5th fret of the E to the 1st fret. 3 E and 3 E and. You can give it a little vibrato if you want. Then down to the 3rd fret, which is an E flat. Interesting choice of notes there, right? Then you're going to jump back up to the 1 and pull to 0. So just this first measure. Then we're going to play the 2nd fret, open, 2nd fret, G. And this is that 1 low note, right? Back up to the open C, hammer 2. Better there if you can use your middle finger, because then you're going to go to the 1st fret of the E, hammer 1 to 3, back to 1, and then finish on the 2nd fret of the C, the D note, which is our root note for the song, in the key of D minor. So that last measure, we put these 2 together and we get. All right, so let's put all 4 of these together and we have this little 4-bar intro solo. Let's play through the whole thing one time. Here we go. All right, that's so much fun to play. Very, very cool. Those are all the pieces, folks. Thank you so much for watching at the very end. Tenthumbspro.com. Keep on rocking and rolling, and we'll catch you next Wednesday or Saturday for our next ukulele tutorial. Enjoy this classic tune. Take care. Rock and roll. Cool, everyone. Thank you so much for watching to the very end of the tutorial. Here at Tenthumbspro.com, we appreciate you learning with us. With the new ukulele tutorials every single Wednesday and Saturday, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you never miss a lesson, and you'll really be learning to shred and rock and roll. If you want some one-on-one lessons, email me, tenthumbsproductions@gmail.com, and we'll set up a time. What else? Think about becoming a Patreon. Cheaper than a cheap cheeseburger, and it will accelerate your learning. It starts at $1 a lesson, but you can cap as low as 1 lesson a month, and that's unlimited access to the PDFs. And until next time, back in Columbia, back in the studio, and it is a hot day with no air conditioning. So I'm going to go ahead and get a cold glass of water, and this is the part where we bid adieu. Have a lovely day. Catch you soon. Keep on rocking and rolling for Dad in Ohio. Take care, everybody.